Morning, Commander of the 787th Military Police Battalion. Welcome to the Change of Responsibility ceremony. Today, Command Sergeant Major Fred G. Calais will relinquish responsibility as the 787th Military Police Battalion Command Sergeant Major to Command Sergeant Major Christina J. Schoner. Please refer to your programs for Command Sergeant Major Calais and Command Sergeant Major Schoner's biographies. We extend a sincere welcome to our distinguished guests. Among our distinguished guests for today's ceremony are Colonel Philip Warren, Assistant Commandant, United States Army Military Police School; Regimental Command Sergeant Major William Schoen, Regimental Command Sergeant Major, United States Army Military Police School; Colonel Josh Campbell, Director of Training and Education, United States Army Military Police School; Mr. Scott Langley, Deputy Director of Training and Education, United States Army Military Police School; Retired Command Sergeant Major James Breckenridge; Retired Command Sergeant Major Freddie Brock and spouse Jennifer Brock; Retired Command Sergeant Major Harold Burleson; Retired Command Sergeant Major Greg Kleinholz; Retired Command Sergeant Major Paul Milius; Retired Command Sergeant Major Kevin Daly; and Retired Command Sergeant Major Carrie Ann Zavala. Finally, please welcome the friends and family of the 787th Military Police Battalion. Thank you for attending. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by the 787th Military Police Battalion Chaplain, Chaplain Jordan Bowman.
Good morning, everyone. At this time, I invite you to join me in a word of prayer. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, I come to you today to say thank you for these two great leaders. Thank you for their many years of service to this nation. Lord, I pray to say thank you for Sergeant Major Calais. Thank you for the good work that has been done at this battalion. There's so many hours poured into training and mentoring these soldiers, drill sergeants, the first sergeants, even the staff. Thank you for him, Lord. He's been such a blessing. And I do pray your blessing upon him as he goes on to the next assignment, that you would renew his energy, his strength, his vigor. You would fill him with wisdom so he can continue to serve this great nation. Thank you again for his family as well and the time that we've had together. Lord, I pray for Sergeant Major Schoner, who's coming in, that you would help her to do her best work at this assignment. That this would be the most fulfilling position she's had, that she would be able to give everything so that she can impact and serve and mentor in the same ways. Lord, bless her time with the battalion. And Lord, I pray that you would bring unity to the team so we can all work together. Thank you that we have the opportunity to serve. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Mrs. Carrie Calais, Command Sergeant Major Calais' wife, is being presented a bouquet of red roses by Private First Class Man, thanking her for all her support and devotion to the soldiers and families of the 787th Military Police Battalion. Red roses signify the bonds of loyalty and affection between soldiers and families, and to signify our sorrow at their departure from the 787th Military Police Battalion. They will be remembered and missed. Master Sergeant Bryce Schoner, husband of Command Sergeant Major Schoner, is receiving a gift by Specialist Deming, welcoming him to the 787th Military Police Battalion. Command Sergeant Major Schoner's children, Caitlin and Cody, will be receiving flowers on behalf of the battalion. Of the American Revolution, little standardization of NCO duties or responsibilities existed. In 1778, during the long hard winter at Valley Forge, Inspector General Friedrich von Steuben standardized NCO duties and responsibilities in his regulation for the order and discipline of the troops of the United States, printed in 1779. Among other things, this work, commonly called the Blue Book, set down the duties and responsibilities of the NCO ranks of that period, which included corporals, sergeants, first sergeants, quartermaster sergeants, and sergeants major. It also emphasized the importance of selecting qualified soldiers for NCO positions. The sergeant major served as the assistant to the regimental adjutant and kept rosters, formed details, and handled matters concerning the interior management and discipline of the regiment. From the American Revolution to World War II, sergeant through sergeant major received their promotion from the regimental commander. Entire careers were often spent within one regiment. If a soldier was transferred from one regiment to the next, they did not take their rank with them. No non-commissioned officer can be transferred in grade from one regiment to another without the permission of the General-in-Chief of the Army, and this was rarely done. Without permanent individual promotions, strikes stayed within the regiment. Today, Sergeant Major are promoted and selected by the Department of the Army for participation in the Command Sergeant Major program. Enlisted soldiers who attain this distinction are the epitome of success in their chosen field within the profession of arms. There is no higher grade of rank except that of Sergeant Major of the Army for enlisted soldiers, and there is no greater honor. The Command Sergeant Major carries out policies and standards of the performance, training, appearance, and conduct of enlisted personnel. The Command Sergeant Major advises and initiates recommendations to the Commander and staff in matters pertaining to the local non-commissioned officer support channel. The positioning of the colors at the center of the formation represents their presence at the forefront of the unit during the heat of battle. As the regimental system developed, units were assigned a specific color or number for its regimental colors. This was done to aid in identification and positioning on the battlefield. Their position at the front and center of the formation provided a point on which the unit could dress. For more than 2 centuries, the Stars and Stripes are the banner under which Americans have lived, fought, and died. More than a symbol, the flag is the embodiment of our government, people, ideals, and values. Participating in today's ceremony from left to right are Alpha Company, led by Captain Ksenia Rodriguez. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Jonathan Balco. Bravo Company, led by First Lieutenant Carlos Paez. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Clinton Morrison. Charlie Company, led by Captain Jake Rogers. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Christopher Jones. The 787th Military Police Battalion Color Guard, led by Master Sergeant Simon Prado. Delta Company, led by First Lieutenant Justin Lineback. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Larry Jones. Alpha Company 701st MP Battalion, led by Captain Jasmine Kyber. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Michael Spearman. Combat Training Company, led by Captain Craig Hodge. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Joe Baca. The commander of troops for today's change of responsibility ceremony is Master Sergeant Simon C. Prado, the 787th Military Police Battalion Operations Non-Commissioned Officer in charge. The ceremony will begin when Master Sergeant Prado commands the unit to attention.
Solid. Company. True. Sir, colors are present.
Conduct a change of responsibility.
Sir. Ready.
Ready.
All.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Order.
Order.
All. All ready.
Hooray.
Right.
The change of responsibility is a simple yet traditional event that is rich with symbolism and heritage. The key to the ceremony is the passing of the colors. very soul of a military unit is symbolized in the colors under which it fights, for they represent not only the lineage and honors of the unit, but also the loyalty and unity of its soldiers. The custodian of the colors is the Command Sergeant Major, who is the senior enlisted soldier in the unit and principal advisor to the commander. The change of responsibility ceremony demonstrates distinct military traditions and provides the dual function of rendering honors to the departing Command Sergeant Major and serves as the official recognition for the transfer of responsibility for the senior non-commissioned officer of the 787th Military Police Battalion to the incoming Command Sergeant Major. The Commander of Troops, Master Sergeant Prado, will pass the colors to Command Sergeant Major Collet, who will in turn pass the colors to Lieutenant Colonel Martin. The passing of the colors symbolizes the relinquishment of responsibility and authority from Command Sergeant Major Collet. Lieutenant Colonel Martin will then pass the colors to Command Sergeant Major Schoner, charging her with the responsibility and authority that comes with her position. Charge orders for Command Sergeant Major Christina J. Schoner. Let it be known from this day forward that the commander of the 787th Military Police Battalion has placed special trust and confidence in your patriotism, dedication, integrity, and leadership abilities. Therefore, you are hereby appointed as the Command Sergeant Major of the 787th Military Police Battalion. Command Sergeant Major Schoner will now return the colors to the Commander of Troops. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 787th Military Police Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Stephen M. Martin.
Good morning, distinguished guests, officers, non-commissioned officers, soldiers, and families. We gather here today at Fort Leonard Wood, a place of rigorous training and unwavering dedication to what is a time-honored tradition, a change of responsibility for Battalion Command Sergeant Major Collet. This ceremony signifies not just a transfer of authority, but a continuation of the steadfast commitment to the soldiers of this battalion and the values that we hold dear. Today we express our deepest gratitude to Command Sergeant Major Fred Collet and his family, Carrie, Eric, and Deanna. Sergeant Major, for 2 years you have exemplified the highest standards of leadership and service. Your tenure has been marked by a profound dedication to the soldiers, the families, and the mission. You have been the embodiment of the NCO Creed, a committed mentor, and a powerful advocate for the enlisted force. Your impact extends beyond the confines of daily military duties. You champion volunteerism, encouraging soldiers to engage with the local community, fostering a spirit of selfless service that reflects the very essence of our profession. Our battalion volunteered over 3,000 hours over the past 2 years, with one unit winning the President's Volunteer Service Award. Several companies receiving recognition as top contributors to blood drives and the annual AER campaign. You recognize that true leadership is not confined to the battlefield or the training area, but extends to the broader community we serve. Through your efforts, soldiers have participated in numerous initiatives strengthening the bond between Fort Leonard Wood and our surrounding communities. This contribution has left an enduring legacy, reinforcing the Army's commitment to being a vital part of the society of the past. Your unwavering dedication to soldier welfare has been evident in every aspect of your leadership. You understood that a ready and resilient force is built on a foundation of care and support. Whether it was ensuring soldiers had access to the necessary resources, providing guidance during challenging times, or simply offering a listening ear, you consistently place the needs of the soldiers above your own. Even if it meant hijacking personnel for a very, very long coaching session, or sometimes teetering on verbal hostage taking, or commonly known as energy vampire. You understood that the strength of our Army lies not only in its equipment and tactics, but the well-being of its people. The countless hours dedicated to training, the meticulous attention to detail during inspections, and the untiring commitment to uphold standards have all contributed to the readiness and effectiveness of this battalion. You have instilled in our soldiers the importance of discipline, professionalism, and the pursuit of excellence. Your leadership has forged a cohesive and highly capable team prepared to meet any challenge. Your dedication dedication to excellence, and empowering leadership styles to develop the battalion and its supporting companies to achieve new heights. These achievements include MISCO Junior Officer of the Year, TRADOC SWAT Competition NCO of the Year, TRADOC FY24 Junior Enlisted Award for Safety Excellence, runner-up for MISCO Junior Enlisted Soldier of the Year, multiple NCOs winning Corps awards, and 5 drill sergeants selected to serve as drill sergeant leaders in the drill sergeant academy. These are outstanding accomplishments. Sergeant Major, you wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for your better half here. Gary, you played a critical role in fostering a strong military community, often contributing significantly through both volunteer efforts and informal support networks. Your involvement in the Soldier Family Readiness Group is particularly vital as you help disseminate crucial information, organize support activities throughout the years, and created a sense of belonging among all our family members. By actively engaging in community work, whether through volunteer at local events or supporting other military families, your contribution to the overall well-being and resilience of this battalion was outstanding. Your dedication and efforts were essential in building a supportive environment that ultimately enhanced the readiness and the excellence of the entire battalion. I want to personally thank you for that. And now, we welcome Command Sergeant Major Christina Schoner and her family, husband Matt Sergeant Bryce Schoner, and daughters Caitlin and Cody. Hey, Sergeant Major Schoner is no stranger to the battalion. She served as a drill sergeant, a senior drill sergeant, and a first sergeant. Your distinguished career and reputation for exceptional leadership precede you. We are confident that you'll possess the experience, wisdom, and dedication necessary to lead this battalion forward. You inherit a legacy of excellence, and we have no doubt that you will build upon that foundation. As a battalion Command Sergeant Major, your responsibilities are immense. You are the principal advisor to me on all matters pertaining to the enlisted force. You are the standard bearer, the mentor, and the voice of the soldiers. You are entrusted with your responsibility in ensuring readiness, welfare, and morale of the soldiers. Embrace this challenge with the same unwavering commitment that's defined your career. Your role in fostering a culture of volunteerism will be critical. Continue to inspire our soldiers to engage with the community, to give back, and to make a positive impact. Strengthen the bonds that connect Fort Leonard Wood to our surrounding areas, demonstrating the Army's commitment to being a valued partner in our community. To the soldiers of the Victoria family, remember the lessons learned from Command Sergeant Major Clay. Embrace the spirit of volunteerism, strive for the excellence in all that you do, and support your Command Sergeant Major. Your dedication, professionalism, and commitment to the Army values are the cornerstones of success. This ceremony is a testament to the continuity of leadership, a vital component to our Army's strength. We are a team bound by shared purpose and commitment to our nation. As we move forward, let us honor the sacrifices of those who served before us and dedicate ourselves to the mission at hand. In closing, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Command Sergeant Major Clay for your exceptional service and unwavering dedication. And I extend a warm welcome to Command Sergeant Major Schoner. We are confident in your ability to look forward to your leadership. May God bless our soldiers, our families, and the United States Army. This will offend. Victory starts here. Other troops support the troops. Force the regiment. Excellence always.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing Command Sergeant Major of the 787th Military Police Battalion, Command Sergeant Major Fred G. Calais.
All right, one thing I've never been is a podium patrol nor a speechwriter. So for that, sir, Colonel Warren, Sergeant Major, thank you for showing up. Leaders past and present, fellow command teams, and of course the 787 friends and family. I see you over there, Dave. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you for everything you've done. It has been an amazing ride. 2 years comes and goes quickly. But I will say it's not a bittersweet moment. I had never served in TRADOC. Well, I did over with Scott and his crew in LAD, but that's not really, I mean, let's be honest, Scott, I was in civilian sport and I was never in a uniform. But hey, I got spoiled here my first time and I never came back. I started as Division MP, like Captain Robbins, a fellow trooper, and then I had the opportunity to go overseas. I then went to Fort Bragg, became a paratrooper because being a leg was just unfulfilling. And then ultimately I got promoted to Sergeant Major. And that step couldn't have been possible without the undying support of the love of my life, Terry. After 24 years of service, thank you for still supporting me and everything we do. Deanna, Eric, thanks for being my motivation. I'm not always the best role model because I'm not always there. But I think you, in turn, have learned that hard work, that work ethic, that loyalty, the values the Army instilled in me, even though I've been around before Army values were everything, right? But ultimately, I hope I'm proud. You can say that you're proud of me because I'm definitely proud of you too. Hey, sir, I know it's only been 8 months. I feel like we got shortchanged, but I know you're in good hands with her. It's been an amazing ride. I appreciate the fresh energy that you brought, and ultimately, I may be on the sidelines, but I'm still going to be rooting for 787. Hey, fellow command teams, thank you for always picking up the phone, being there for the first sergeants, being there for me when I had a question. I'm not a TRADOC baby, so I wasn't familiar with 350-6, 16, 29, all these wonderful regulations. TRADOC is definitely a different animal, and thanks to you, always keep me on route. Sergeant Major Graber, Sergeant Major Bailey, Sergeant Major Coughlin, once again, thanks for doing what you do and keeping this battalion straight. As for the sixes, hey listen, commanders, our ability and lethality comes from our adaptability. You have shown, past and present, the amazing ability to adapt with change. Our brigade commander, battalion commander have been very, very set and changed because this goes different. And I know we challenge you every single day to change, but once again, adaptability is going to win conflicts. It started with the American Revolution, and it's no different today. Continue to stay abreast, continue to grow, and continue to be challenged. Every briefing you get better, every single time you lead these soldiers you get better. We come out simply to say, great job, did you think about that, what about this? But it's amazing to watch you as lieutenants and captains learn and grow. So thank you for once again having trust in me, coming to me, and ultimately, I can't wait to watch you guys continue to destroy everything you do. To my sevens, thank you for the loyalty. This battalion could have never done anything without your support. Without the sevens making sure that every time we take an opportunity, every time we had charged with an additional responsibility, you always rose to the occasion. We have had 14 first sergeants come and go in 2 years. Not a single first sergeant under our watch has ever been demoted, fired. No, every single one of them has moved on. First Sergeant Poole to SLC, First Sergeant Ventura to ALC, First Sergeant Barnhill to DES. Got a little sergeant, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, but at the end of the day, it's all about talent management. Remember that, First Sergeant. Talent management is about giving away your talent, not keeping it. Because easy, that's yesterday. There is no easy day except yesterday. So thank you for your loyalty. Thanks for always coming in, trusting me, and most importantly, thank you for growing. A lot of you don't give yourself enough credit, but you are an amazing group of first sergeants, and once again, made my job easy. All right, to the staff, what's behind the scenes? I know I ask a lot, but it's not fair for the drill sergeant staff to do everything and ride that responsibility. So every taxing you took for every competition, every funeral, even today, by simply giving flowers, thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting those companies, because without your support, they wouldn't be able to do what they do on a daily basis. To the center of gravity of this battalion, our drill sergeants, thank you for making a 30-year impact. The same impact that they made on me set me for absolute success at Fort Hood, Texas, you're doing every single day. My challenge to you is to never forget that. Those long days, I know they're long. I know I don't get STAF. I try to be there as much as I can, but thank you for what you do. And don't forget that in less than 2 years, you're going to take those funny hats off and you're going to be their future leaders. So invest in them. Make sure that they set the foundation for the future, because I don't believe that this generation is any different than mine. I just believe this generation doesn't have a reason to fight yet. And that's okay, because when that time comes, they're trained by the best. And thank you for what you do every single day. And then ultimately, to all the friends, family, and everybody else that supported me through the years, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me your ear. They tried to put me out to pastor. I talked to regimental. He's like, oh, you're going to go over to the dot and do some CSP. And then, nope, sorry, Major. I got 17 months left. I'm not done. Colonel Campbell, Scott, I look forward to working for you. And it's really about how you cross that finish line, not how you get there. So I'm excited to make a difference up in the dot. I stayed away from the Taj Mahal for 28 and a half years. I was pretty excited about that, because you got me, so I'm yours. And with that being said, once again, thank you for the opportunity to lead. It is a privilege, not a right by rank. Hopefully I did you proud, but at the end of the day, every single day I was proud of being the battalion sergeant major. So with that being said, of the troops for the troops, towards the regiment, excellence always, Praetorian 7, signing off the net.
787 Military Police Battalion, Command Sergeant Major Christina J. Schoner.
Well, I'm not quite sure how to follow that. Good morning, distinguished leaders, family, and friends. Thank you for attending today's ceremony. First things first, to the formation. You all look awesome out there. I promise this is almost over. Colonel Martin, Sergeant Coley, Colonel Copeland, and Sergeant Macro, who could not attend today. Thank you all for welcoming back to the 14th Avenue Street Crawford. I'm excited to assume this position and to work with you all. The 795, 701st, 43rd Command Teams. As most of us are transitioning over the next few months, I look forward to getting to know all of you and growing the relationship between the battalions. To the cadre and the staff of the 787th Avenue Battalion, I have been impressed since my arrival with your care and dedication to the battalion. Together, we will take the battalion to the next level. As I look out into the audience, I see so much experience here today, generations of military greatness. There are so many thank yous that I owe so many of you. I'm only going to mention a few. After all, I did promise the formation that this is almost over. My CPMA family, thank you for showing up today. It was great to hear that rumble first thing this morning. Major Chris and soon-to-be Lieutenant Magnus, thank you both for making the trip here today for today's ceremony. Charlie and Robert would not have done the same without either of you. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the former 787 MP Battalion Command Sergeant Majors in attendance today. Command Sergeant Major retired Paul Millius, Command Sergeant Major retired Kevin Daly, and soon to be retired Command Sergeant Major Gary Ann Apollo. Thank you for being here, it really means a lot. Fred, as you become the former CSM, the one thing you all have in common is you always have a home here. Thank you for your warm handover to the battalion. I wish you and Terry the best as you join the dock team and USAMs. And remember, nothing good happened after 1600. Finally, my parents, thank you for traveling from New York to be here today. Mom, I think I'm ready to admit I'm losing the race to retirement. Bryce, thank goodness we're not going to be tying Command Sergeant Majors together. Being first times together was terrible. I couldn't even imagine doing that. I'm still jealous that you're getting to retire, but I love you anyway. And girls, I see you looking at the drill sergeant house. No, I'm not going to be a drill sergeant again. Assist, protect, defend, towards the regiment, excellence always, Praetorian 7, signing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the retiring of the colors and remain standing for the playing of the Military Police Regimental March and the singing of the Army Song.
Protect, defend our own, no matter when or where. March along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For where we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Sir, this concludes the ceremony.
Take charge of the unit.
Excellent always.
Victoria.
Everybody, take out your formation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending. Please take a moment to wish Command Sergeant Major Calais and his wife a fond farewell. We invite everyone to attend